What's up? It's the Brunch Breakdown. DD out here in Los Angeles. Chris and Dan are in Pittsburgh. Today on the show, we got a little bit of switch. It's usually this week in football, but this week it's this weekend hockey. Hey. Yeah, can't wait to talk about that. Talk some USA hockey and whatever Chris says will find there. We got the weirdest shit we saw on the internet this week because we've been sending each other a lot of weird shit. So I figured it's time to bring that back for 2026. And we got Brunch Court, and we have a Brunch Court taste test that I don't even know what he's taste testing. So I can't wait to find out about that. Plus, we got a bunch more. We got beer, we got music. It's the Brunch Breakdown. Dan, let everybody know where they can find this thing.
This beautiful episode and every other one is available each and every Wednesday. The Brunch Breakdown podcast. That's who we are. Anywhere podcasts are available is where you can find us. But you hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit the membership button, hit the I love the hell out of this podcast button. It's just going to make your life a lot easier. Trust me. The episode's going to come straight to you, straight to your device. Download it Wednesday morning. Maybe you're asleep. It's just going to be there. Downloading quietly. And then, boom, you wake up. Beautiful little present each and every Wednesday. New episode. Hit follow, hit subscribe. We also have video. Okay? I think the video is probably going to be one you want to... This is an episode this week where video is going to be important. Okay? We've got a lot of things we're showing. The live Brunch Court taste test is always better visually than it is just with the audio. So encourage you to check out the video, whether it's for the whole pod or just for a couple of clips, whatever you want to do, on YouTube, on Facebook, and right in the Spotify app. Also coming out on Wednesdays, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, on demand anytime you like to watch after that. We're everywhere on social media at Brunch Breakdown. Give us a little follow. Appreciate you. And of course, the Sounds of Brunch. What we're listening to each and every week. We're going to keep last week's songs on there, and the new ones. Where are the new ones, Dan? Every Friday. Whenever I get around to it. That's basically it. It's a surprise. Friday's more of a surprise. You know, the episode's timely scheduled. Sounds of Brunch, Friday. We're going to leave it open. It's open-ended. It's office hours. We figure it out. Sounds of Brunch, exclusively on Spotify. Check it out every Friday.
Beautiful. Well, it's time to get random topics off our chest. Christopher, chime in. You weren't here last week. Are you awake? What's going on? Why are you grabbing your face?
Round one for Chris.
Be easy on your face, man.
I told the guys today, I was like, I got two of them. All right, so I'm going to bat lead off, and then I'm going to bat clean up. And clean up will take us into one of our topics for today. But to bat lead off here, guys, I've gotten particularly perturbed.
Ooh. Double P.
With some consistent content I've seen on social media, where, can you guys clarify for me, what is the generation that's in high school now called?
Alpha.
Annoying.
Well, that's already incorrect.
It's already incorrect.
We're off to a bad start, but okay. I've seen a lot of these clips. It's like people on the street interviews where they're interviewing, I guess, Gen Alpha and asking them, like, which generation to them is the worst or the most cringe. Okay. And like consistently, I've seen clips of these kids saying that millennials are the most, we would call it cringe worthy. They just say it's cringe, I guess. I don't know. Because they say we're copying them. Okay, they're saying like we dress like them, we do all this stuff like them to be like them, and like there's two pieces to this. Okay, first off, you guys dress like us. Okay? Because you're the baggy pants you're wearing, I go flip through a yearbook from 2005, dickhead. Like we were all dressing like that. Okay, the clothes my wife has on, she's wearing some of those, like she has pairs of jeans that she wore in high school, then they fell out of favor and now they're back, so she's wearing them again, okay? Because we had the style first, okay? And I'll be honest with you, not a big fan of the style anymore. I don't think we should be wearing those clothes. That's a whole different discussion, okay? But like, you're dressing like us, dipshits. Okay, so that's really my first one. It's just like the gall to say you guys are cringe when you're copying us, copying you. Like you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Like, you guys are dressing like us, aka without saying it, you're saying we actually look pretty good. So, like, just shut up, okay? Not everybody deserves to be interviewed. These people on the street clips, these people on the street things, like, Dee Dee, you showed us that one where it was like interviews on the subway. And like, those are, I'm sure they started as organic, but now they're like set up, right? Like, you don't just bump into Stephen A. Smith and then you're doing an interview with him on the subway. Like, they set that up, which is the way it should be. I think we got a lot of situations now where people are being interviewed. They say something stupid, and then we put it on the internet because then people like me are going to talk about it. But like, not everybody deserves to be interviewed, especially Gen Alpha, because you just don't even, you're stupid. What you're saying is stupid because you don't know that you're actually copying us. So thank you for your time. I'll be back again in a couple topics here.
That's great, but I understand why they would say it's millennials, because those kids' parents are millennials. And the way that things work now, because back in the day when my sister was wearing bell bottoms, okay, because in the 90s it was like we would dress like the 70s, and it was like that was a whole thing, right? Our parents weren't going back and dressing like they did in the 70s because they were like, that is ridiculous. Can't do that at all. But if you're a millennial and you look back at like whatever it was, the style that you dressed like, unless you were wearing like an Affliction t-shirt with all of the freaking glittery dragons and shit, you're like, I could rock that again. So then as like the parent of one of those kids, you just are like, yeah, like I'm just gonna start dressing like that again. I'm gonna start wearing the big Tommy Hilfiger logo. I'm gonna start doing that. And then their kids are like, no, this isn't cool. So I get why a high schooler would be like, millennials are the most cringe, because their parents are like, shit, baggy sweatpants are back? Let's get it. Yeah. And they're like, no, sir. No, you wear joggers. That's what you guys wear. And so I get it, but I understand what you're saying. Kids are stupid.
Yeah, they are. And I think that's the problem, is like, that's like fringe millennial, right? Their parents are like fringe millennial. But then there's millennials that are 10 years younger than us who are also wearing those clothes. And it's like, you guys are actually kind of close in age. Like, so don't judge. Don't judge. You can't do that. You get like, you're too close. You're too close in age to be like, that generation is gross. Like, no. Like,
but that's how I feel about Gen X, to be completely clear. I'm close to Gen X, right? And I like we're all close to Gen X because Gen X is like 1979 or something like that. So it's like 6 years, 7 years, whatever it is between all of us and Gen X. And I hate everyone at Gen X. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. So I
also don't think we should be letting like high school people like determine like fashion trends. I just don't think it's appropriate. I just don't think it's very smart. I think you need to be an adult to be setting fashion trends. So if you're in high school, you don't get to say what's popular because you're not an adult yet. And that's who should be setting like the trends fashion wise. Like Alyssa Liu should be the fashion icon for anybody younger than her. She's an adult. She's the GOAT. She's now an icon of the world. Go dress like that. Go dress like, and yeah, don't recycle so quickly. It's, yes, fashion is cyclical, but like, come up with something else. Right?
Man,
they didn't go back far enough. They're like, what was the last thing?
Just do that again.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they could have gone decades, and you're like, what was the last thing before what we're wearing? What did we do before tight? Baggy.
Fashion?
Sweet, we'll do it.
Fashion is like the Pittsburgh Steelers trying to adjust after Ben Roethlisberger. They just keep trying to do the same thing, and it doesn't work.
Wow.
But listen to me. I remember, to Dee Dee's point, I remember when my sister started wearing like those bell-bottom jeans in high school, and my mom was like, that's so cool that our old fashions are back. But my mom didn't then go dress like my sister. So I'm with you. I'm with you. Like, I don't think we should be going back to, you don't see me putting on Dickies shorts and walking my kids to school in the morning because I'm an adult. Okay. Like, I think that there's a time and place.
It's March, sir. We'll see about that in June.
Okay, Dickies pants, because I had those too. we shouldn't, we as grown adults, like, eat your vegetables and wear form-fitting pants. Like, stop doing what you're doing. But like, yeah, I think also not everybody should have that big of a voice to say what people should be wearing. What is fashion right now? Just maybe don't ask high schoolers. That's all. Until the next one. So go ahead, guys. What's on your mind?
Love it. Love it. Dan, get it off your chest.
Well, I'm gonna let's just pick right back up. I'm like, Chris, whether or not you offended people, we really don't care, and I'm about to do the same thing.
Here we go.
Okay, all right. I'm not breaking any news here, but I know a lot of our listeners, some of our friends, perhaps some family members, probably one of your wives, is about to be offended by what I'm about to say. But what the hell? We have a problem as a society. It's really disgusting. Okay? It's a Diet Coke problem. Right? This isn't surprising. We have a serious Diet Coke problem. Chris, I know you're about to endorse the hell out of this, so let's go, brother.
Dan, if you talk negative about anything cherry, I will turn this podcast off.
No.
Okay.
No, we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that.
Also, Dan,
yeah,
choose your words wisely, because my wife is already offended by this podcast in general.
I had a feeling.
I had a feeling. Coke too much.
I had a feeling. I
might not be here for the next month. So
I knew it.
Choose your words wisely, please.
I'm going in. I'm going in. Siobhan, we love you. This is not targeted towards you, but like, there's a lot of people out there that need to have a Diet Coke every single day. And like at the weirdest moments of the day, like to guzzle down the like horribly and like horrible for you fake sugar soda pop. And like, I can't go a day without seeing somebody talking or having a Diet Coke. It's 2026. The evidence is clear. This is not good. This is not a good thing. This is not a good beverage. And this week in particular, and this is why it's percolated up this week, right? It's just something I lived with and I acknowledged, and I was like, it's not me, but that's fine. I'm traveling for work, and late night flight back into Pittsburgh, landed about 9:30 p.m. This is on Wednesday, okay? And the lady behind me could not shut the hell up about how badly she needed a Diet Coke. She needed it. Like she was getting paid per word by using phrase Diet Coke. And like she couldn't move forward in the night without one. And it wasn't because she's a headache. It's not because she was tired, right? Because it's like a long day, whatever, it's late at night. And I quote, she specifically said she needed a McDonald's Diet Coke because it has the extra burn. Was the words that she used. It has the extra burn. That's why she needed that McDonald's Diet Coke. Like, is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? I'm not saying never have Diet Coke, but like, you're obsessed, ma'am. You have an obsession. You have an addiction, right? This is a problem. Like, listen, I drink beer. Some people don't drink beer. They'd rather have a Diet Coke. But I'm not like itching to have a lager at like, ooh, got to get off this plane and have a lager, brother. Like, or in the middle of the day, you don't see me being like, you know what? I need to have my afternoon stout to get through the rest of the day. Let me just crack open the old can here to get through the rest of the day. I just don't crave it that way. And like, I don't know. I feel like just more people need to drink more water and just cool it. Just cool it on the Diet Coke a little bit. That's it. I know a lot of people love themselves some Diet Coke. Like, chill out. That's all I'm saying. Just chill out a little bit.
I saw a lady at Costco yesterday with a sweatshirt on that said, "I need a Diet Coke."
See, like, chill out. That's it. Just a little bit. I'm not saying never have one. That's just chill out.
Dude, there's commercials now that's like just Diet Coke break. It's like you don't know what the commercial's for, and then all of a sudden they like lean back, drink a Diet Coke. It's like Diet Coke break.
It's like, no, have some water. Have some water.
It obviously hits. Like, it hits with people.
It must.
I don't understand why, but people love it, and you know, my wife is one of those people. Like yesterday, she told me she drank too much Diet Coke because she was boothing for Girl Scouts yesterday for like 2 hours, and she was like, "I drank like 3 Diet Cokes." And I was like, "It's a lot of Diet Coke, bro.
It's a lot. It's a lot of
A
DC.
lot." She
It's
knew it
lot
was a
of
lot of
DC.
Diet Coke.
All right.
But
Well, she
she
acknowledges
loves
it.
Diet
So
Coke, but she
that's
loves Diet Coke.
that's a big step. Just acknowledging it. I think a lot of these people don't, and they're like,
But
"This
let me
is
tell
fine."
you, this was while she was telling me about it, drinking her Diet Coke once the kids went to sleep. She's like, "Oh, I need this." 'Cause the kids went to sleep. So that's it's 4 Diet Cokes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I hope. Listen, Gen Alpha, Gen Z, not a lot of great hope there. But if they could just cool down on the Diet Coke for the future of the country and the world, that would be great.
Tell your parents to stop drinking Diet Coke.
There you go.
Tell your parents stop wearing your tell your parents to stop
Yeah.
wearing your clothes and to stop drinking Diet Coke.
Yeah, let's break the
Whichever
trend
one's
right
more
there.
important to you.
Right.
All right. Well, I got to get this off my chest. First off, throwback to last week's episode. I talked about how I had to go scrape Siobhan's windows one morning. Well, loyal listener to the show, Siobhan's mom heard that and boom.
Hey,
Right away.
There we go.
So now I got the ice scraper. We're ready to go for
That's incredible.
the one morning a year that we got to scrape windows. We're ready to go.
People
So,
in Boston,
amazing.
man, she didn't even go out and buy that. She just had 12 of them in the garage. She probably just picked one out to send it to you. That's
Yeah.
I know, dude. That's the funniest thing about it. It was like, even with the tag on, I believe that you just have this with the tag
Just
on
had
in
one.
your garage. Like,
Just
I
had
just
one.
100% believe it. Like, I'm like, no, you just bought one because you're like, we need one of these. Like, I got it. So
They're digging through 4 feet of snow to get to the post office to get that to you, and you're like, "I can't get out. It's freezing." Shout out! Shout out!
All right, but what I really got to get off my chest is in this world of everything being digital and on TV and streaming and things like that, I really think we need to figure out how to place commercials for different time zones, okay?
Ooh.
On the East Coast, you don't have to worry about this when you have children, all right? You don't have to worry about some crazy horror movie where somebody's heart's being like ripped out of their chest because you guys are watching primetime sports at 8 o'clock. Your kids are in bed. It's 5 here. TV people, I need you to not show that shit on the West Coast because the TV's just on, right? So just on. Warriors Lakers are on. It's like 6 o'clock, and all of a sudden, Major's like, ah! And I was like, what is going on? It's because some dumb horror movie that's coming out next month or whatever. It's just blood and just bones and ripping things out, and I'm like, this shouldn't be. Like, I understand there was a time where you couldn't help this, but I feel like now we can figure this out because there's no need for that. And it's not fair for us on the West Coast who are watching these sports in prime time, even though it is 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever. I need you to figure this out because I am not a fan. This is not the first time it's happened. It's just like, it's happened so much that now I'm just like, my kids are getting nightmares because of a movie trailer that was on during Sunday Night Football. Like, what are we doing? Let's figure this out. Regulate these commercials for the different time zones so we can put them on at the right times. We can do this. I know we can. It's just laziness. We can do this. Get off my chest.
We've run into that too, man. I completely agree with you. There's got to be at some point here, like, we all have, I mean, most people, well, a lot of people have smart TVs, right? And like, so your TV is probably hooked up to your Wi-Fi, like it's all connected, right? And you're going through the same same service. And like, like the Wi-Fi can probably, it's just like any other algorithm that's out there. If you're on social media on your own Wi-Fi, then like some company can probably figure out how to collect that information to then target advertisements at you based on what they know your preferences are, because that's what the social media platforms are doing. So like, I would imagine at some point, like they're going to figure out, oh, Didi has 3 kids under 10. We're going to send him like toy commercials, no matter what time of day it is, instead of the next horror movie that's going to scare your kids for the next week. Like that has to be coming at some point, I would think. I don't know how you do it, but if we're smart enough to automate all this other shit, like TV, I feel like TV's falling behind in terms of advertising. Like, you can't guarantee
Yeah.
the audience you're going to reach. Like they have to figure that out to get more money anyway. So like it's probably coming after. It would be helpful for us with our kids being super young, but yeah, we've run into the same thing sometimes. You'd be shocked once you have kids to then watch an NFL commercial break and be like, oh, yeah, I don't know about this. Can we change the channel for 2.5 minutes and then come back to it? Because it kind of gets dicey sometimes.
Well, that's interesting to know that you had the same experience, Chris, because I thought this really was a time zone thing, and my response to Didi was going to be tough. You get to watch primetime at 5 o'clock.
That's
and
also
that must
true.
be nice.
That's
And that
also
must be real nice that you can watch an entire Sunday night football game without worrying about how this is going to affect your day tomorrow.
Didi,
because you don't have to be up late.
my kids have never seen Sunday night football.
So that's what you have to put up with.
That is fair.
While that's them's the games. Them's the rules. That's how it works. But now I don't know if I can take that stance because Chris, you're experiencing it over here too. So
when I was in Oregon, there was like ESPN West. Like, is that still how it is? Like, I remember having 2 channels for ESPN. It was like the regular ESPN for the rest of the country, and then there was like an ESPN West, like an ABC West that was everything that was just airing.
Did you have DirecTV?
3 hours? I don't remember. No, I don't think I had DirecTV.
All right, because I know with DirecTV they have all the West like you have the West and the East channels, but even that's like kind of changed with streaming and stuff like that. But that's how I know because I've had DirecTV for a while now, and I know they had the West and the East channels, so you can watch the East Coast stuff early and whatnot.
That always seems strange to me too. I'm like they can't figure out the technology to just like have it work on the channel somewhere else. Like they have to just create another channel for people and then pretend like, well, the other one that's way ahead of you no, that's not actually happening. You watch this other one.
I just wanted to change because what you're saying, Chris, is it happens with streaming because streaming sends you targeted ads. But when it's like live sports, like people pay big money for those because they know like people are watching. So it's like I don't know what they're ever going to be able to do because like the highest bidder, it's just like Super Bowl commercials. It's like Super Bowl commercials were like between $7.5 to $10 million for 30 seconds of airtime, and so whoever's paying that, they're putting it on. So that's the problem with that whole thing because it's just specifically live sports. It's like anything else. It's like where I'm good. It's just, whatever horror movies coming out or even this Wuthering Heights movie where it's just basically just like them having sex for 90 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like I don't need that trailer on at 5 o'clock either. Like I'm like, turn this off. But
just need like a family mode. Just go into family mode and then at least that's less interactive, less direct. It's just family mode, and so then you get the family.
Yeah,
safe.
I don't even care if the screen just goes black for 30 seconds or a minute.
Brother, you ain't get. Yeah, right. Just keep dreaming,
and then come back. Give me more drug commercials. More drug commercials, guys. Give me more. Give me more. We need more of those. Give me more drug commercials. Jesus Christ.
What would you rather do?
Man. I was like eczema commercials. I was like, maybe I have it. I don't know. All right. Well, boys, let's get into Brews Day. Chris, what you said?
Hang on.
Wait.
Hang on. We got to go around. We're coming around back around the front here. Chris has another one. Oh, wait. You're going to.
That's the main menu. It's in the menu.
Yeah, let's see.
It's in the menu.
Gosh,
I produced the show.
Off a week.
Like,
do you?
Okay. After being rudely interrupted.
On with it.
Chris,
on with it. Please.
What are you sipping on?
I haven't had any beer or alcohol, gentlemen, so mine's pretty quick. Just brewing coffee over here currently.
Anything interesting in your coffee?
No, I mean, ever since Starbucks, or ever since Costco started selling Starbucks, man, I've just been loading up. This is a big, we might as well say
Pike
I
Pod.
live on Pike Place right now because that's
just
where
Pike Pod.
It's happening.
All right. Well, I got something because I have been doing a lot of work in OC recently because I started this project for this company. And I love this sandwich shop called Board and Brew. And they did a collaboration with one of my favorite breweries in Anaheim, which is Brewery X. And they created the Cryo IPA. And it's just really freaking good. It's double dry hopped and it's got mosaic hops and it's just like great West Coast IPA and it's tastes really good with the sandwiches from Board and Brew. So I
Mm.
don't know if they did that or it's just in my head. I'm not sure. All I know is Board and Brew sandwiches are awesome, and I think it's cool that they made a beer with Brewery X. So Cryo IPA from Board and Brew. Check it out.
I
That
can't drink anything cryo
Ooh,
after like 3 p.m. or I can't sleep at night. Explain that.
I I don't. I have no idea.
I literally can't.
I got nothing.
Wow. Keeps you up. Cryo keeps you up.
I've had a few different cryo IPAs in my day, and it has always been followed by a horrible night of sleep.
I have to research
Why
that
is
one.
that?
Yeah.
I have to research that one.
Ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna make up for you, Chris. I'm gonna make up for you here. So don't worry about it. The Fish Fridays continue over here in the Knopf household because I love them because they're delicious and they're tasty. And along with the fish fry goes a delicious, tasty beer. So Spoonwood Brewing Company in here in Western PA had a lovely amber lager called their South Ridge Lager. Just classic, good, malty, just a hint of sweetness. Goes great with a fish sandwich. Okay. However, that wasn't the star of the show. The star of the show was their Sticky Toffee Coffee Dessert Brown Ale made with dates, vanilla, cinnamon, and medium roast Honduran coffee from Allegheny Coffee and Tea Exchange. Came with all that. All that. Hit it. Out of the park. Toffee, sticky, coffee, vanilla. Incredible. I would say have a small one. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to have a big one of it. But delicious. I mean, a 5.5, so you can kind of
Ooh,
take her down easy. Take her down easy. But brown ale, underrated is a brown ale, and it was very well done. So shout out to Spoonwood.
that's dessert.
It was dessert. It was exactly that. After a lovely little dinner there, that was the dessert beer. Why not?
Sometimes
Have a Diet Coke.
Sometimes Dan throws a lot at me in his beers, and I'm like, is he talking dirty to me or like what's
Yeah,
happening?
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Sticky
listen,
coffee.
it's sticky one more time. I was like,
Put Sticky on the playlist. Tyler the Creator, Sticky, doing it.
oh man. All right. Well, let's get into the main menu. USA Toffee, USA Toffee, USA Hockey.
Oh, Sticky.
Here we go. It's getting sticky, baby. USA Hockey in the headlines this week. Chris has something to say about it, and I don't know what. So it's This Week in Hockey. And, all right, here we go. Dun dun. This Week in Football.
We have to come up with a better name for this segment.
I don't get what we're doing here. Okay,
We agree. Next topic.
this is stupid. Okay,
This is just dumb.
It is dumb. It doesn't like.
It's just
yeah. This week in football, sponsored by hockey. I just, man, I hate how we as a country, like, we can
Here it
only
is.
let someone enjoy something for like 16 hours. You know what I mean? Like the fallout from the USA men's hockey team laughing at something that the president said that apparently they weren't supposed to laugh at has just become this whole thing. And now there's like players issuing statements and like people apologizing for things. And like, I'll be honest with you guys. I generally, in my consumption of anything politically related or I maybe just in general, like if a bunch of people are complaining about one thing, I'm going to be like, I'm probably going to take the other side on this because I'm just sick of hearing you people whine and moan. So what happened was, so there was like a recording of the USA hockey team and they were talking to the president and he made a comment, something to the extent of like, we'll have to invite the women's team to the White House as well. And everybody in the locker room laughed at it. And then this turned into this whole thing where it's like the whole men's hockey team are misogynistic and they don't appreciate the women's team. And like, this is the whole thing and all they agree with all the things Donald Trump says. And I'm just like, I don't know that that's like, I think they might have just laughed. I think they might have just like not really been focused on the political ramifications of laughing at something that the president said. And they were just like happy and they laughed. And then now it became this whole thing. But like, man, we were so happy for 24 hours. And then, of course, because everybody was happy, then there had to be this wave of people like trying to tell you that you shouldn't be happy about it for all these reasons. And I just want to say, I missed the podcast last week. I loved your guys' reaction, your guys' celebration to the goal, and that was one of the best sports moments I can ever remember. I've watched that USA hockey team lose and lose. I mean, it's like watching the United States soccer. Like they always give you a reason why you think they should be doing okay, and then they just they are not. Okay, so like that goal, that moment was so awesome. It was so special. It was really cool for me to see the team celebrating in the locker room and like saying how proud they felt to be Americans and all this stuff. And then like the wave of negativity that's happened since then is so predictable, right? But it's so annoying to me. And that's the other thing I wanted to get off my chest. Like, I think I can tell you many, many times that I've been around somebody, like maybe somebody I'm just meeting for the first time, or I'm in a place or a situation where like this is new to me, and somebody says something and like I don't quite understand it, or like maybe I don't even agree with it, but I kind of laugh it off because I'm just like, well, like, you know, you're in a new situation, or like you're just meeting this person, you don't want to be like. And so I imagine if I was actually speaking to the president of the United States, I would probably be smiling and nodding and like, you know, not trying to like engage him in a debate because I've seen what he's done to people in debates. Like, I just think his whole thing got like way, 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 way blown out of proportion when you got 20 dudes in a locker room who just won the gold medal and are already like 5 Mick Ultras deep. Like, I think we're overanalyzing it a little bit. That's just my 2 cents on the issue. But just let people have fun, okay? Like, just everybody lighten up a little bit. That'd be great. That's all.
Here's the problem with that whole thing. Was the Olympics, which are very political, but everyone wants to make them not political, right? That's the whole thing with the Olympics. They took that moment and made it political. The FBI director, Kash Patel, was in the locker room looking like the biggest dork I've ever seen in my life. Like someone who's never, ever played a sport, had no business being there whatsoever, no idea why he's there. And from that moment, it was like, oh, this is now political, instead of letting them have it. And then the president, who shits on women all the time, shit on women again. And so it's not the U.S. hockey team's fault for laughing at the joke, because, yeah, it's awkward. You're laughing at the joke, whatever. They just ruined it. They took it and ruined it. So it's like, it's not the U.S. hockey team's fault. It's the president's fault. It's the FBI director's fault, because they inserted themselves in something that honestly a lot of people wouldn't even have paid any attention to. Could even have took him to he could have tweeted like he always does, but the phone call, the video, Kash Patel, all of that makes it political. And it's unfortunate because it did fuck up their moment, because like they just made it so political by inserting themselves and doing all these things that, you know, make them divisive. And that's what the whole presidency is to be divisive. And they made what is supposed to be a great moment. We had Alyssa Liu, which was great. No one jumped into that politically. And then the USA women's hockey, no one jumped into that. Everybody's happy. And then the president was like, wait. This is what I do. Let's fuck this up. And he fucked it up. And so that's why people are mad. And I'm not mad at people for being mad, because he just did it again. It's like, we had a fun moment. No.
Yeah, you would
on the last day of the Olympics. Let's fuck it all up.
Right. You would think by now he would be like, I shouldn't, you know, everything I say is being recorded. Even if I think I'm on a private phone conversation with the U.S. men's hockey team, somebody's videotaping this. You would think, but
he
obviously
didn't do it without cameras on. He was probably on the phone. The thing we probably didn't hear was like, "Yo, cameras rolling? Okay, let's go." Like he's like, because I got a banger that I was practicing in the
Right.
that I was practicing in the Oval Office a couple minutes ago. So
Right. And it's tough because it's like you're then breaking down what could be like nervous laughter amongst each and every player. And you're like, all right, who was laughing? They were all laughing. Who's that face? Who's that face? Was it real laughter? Was it nervous laughter? But like also, like that's kind of hockey culture, unfortunately, is that side of the aisle. It's not widely known. It's not widely talked about. No matter what, who you play for, what country, whatever. Like hockey culture kind of leans that way, just generally. So like that was, I think, also very surprising to people. Um, but it's a shame that it went from the highest of highs to like the lowest of lows. Everybody has about to apologize and put out statements, and it's like it's a lot. It's a lot, but it is. DD. I agree with you. Like it's not the U.S. men's hockey team's fault. If the president would just, if Kash Patel would just mind his business, that would have never happened. If he was in the locker, if he didn't get in the locker room, which now there's reports it's like, oh, it was Billy Guerin that invited him in, the GM of the Minnesota Wild, which like Chris and I, we have a soft spot in our heart for Billy Guerin. He was a former Pittsburgh Penguin. He did some great things for the team, but apparently he knows Cash, invited him in. Like it was just like one thing was the domino. One thing. If that would have never happened, we would have just gone about our lives celebrating normally. But like, here we are. Here we are in 2026, and that's life,
stay
unfortunately.
out of it. It's just stay out of it. Like
Yeah.
you aren't Drake. They don't want you in the locker room.
Yeah,
Like,
thank goodness though. They would have lost if it was.
I don't get it. Like, because remember when Drake was just in the Kentucky locker room all the time, just
Yeah.
around, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just like, yep, Drake's just there. He's like their mascot, and it's like, yeah, because he's fucking Drake. Nobody wants you there. Like,
right.
God.
Right. And especially when you're an Olympian, you're out there like representing your country, but you're not representing everything your country stands for at the current time. So like you don't get to be like you won this for us and be like no. That's not how it works. Because you're right, the Olympics are supposed to be apolitical. It just doesn't always really work out that way. And there's been plenty of athletes. There's athletes who are afraid to say something. They're afraid to say something. Like, listen, I'm representing the USA, but not what the USA is right now. They're afraid to say something because, like, you don't know what could happen to you, your family, your family's family, somebody you know, your friends. Like, you say one wrong thing. Unfortunately, we live in a society where it's like there could be a repercussion. So you have to just like cautiously, nervously approach and move forward and try to do what you think is right. But stop wearing baggy jeans. That's really what it coming back down to is just pick your own fashion.
No, I felt bad for like, is it not Matt Brady Kachuk? So he plays for a team in Canada. And I saw like his first media scrum back, a reporter was like, "Why did you laugh?" And then he had to go and explain that like, we have great relationships with the women's team. And like we were celebrating with them when they won their gold medal. And like they were celebrating us. And we spent so much time together in the Olympic Village. And like we were all really cool and supportive. And then like I've even seen, because there is a national women's league. And so some of the players on the women's team are in that league. And so they were interviewed and they were like, no, like really, like we have good relationships with the guys on the men's. And it was like never a thing. It was like never a thing. It was just this this moment that Didi, you put it the right way. Like it just that the president didn't need to insert himself in the situation. And then he made it awkward for everybody on the team. But it's like, I don't know. I can't, I'm just like trying to put myself in the shoes of those players where it's like, you just won the gold medal. It's the first time in 46 years, right? And then you accomplish that and you're just like drinking, getting drunk, having fun in the locker room. They're not thinking when they're talking to anybody about like, what are the political ramifications of what I do in this locker room? They're just celebrating. Like they're not trying to make their celebration a reflection on how they feel about women's sports. They're just celebrating the gold medal. They were put in such a shitty situation. And I feel bad for them because I think they should have gotten to come back home and just be asked about what an amazing experience it was. Like that's, and they are getting that too. Like these guys are getting honored in the arenas that they go to. So they are getting that, but they deserved for it to be just that and not all the other baggage that's happened. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, they were on SNL. There were players on SNL last night from the women's and men's hockey team last night, and all that. And I know this will all go away, but yeah, it sucks. And maybe for the next time anybody wins something, maybe think twice before you decide to call the president, because the thing about him is he's just going to do something like that because that's what he does. Yeah, whether you like him or not, the thing that he does that we all can agree on is he's going to say or do something that is going to make sure that it makes headlines. And him saying that, him calling the team and congratulating them and just saying, congrats, we want you to come to the State of the Union. You guys are great, blah, 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 in phone call. Nothing. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. We would just be like, why the fuck was that dork there from the FBI? Other than that, nothing or this to talk about. But you had to do your thing and say, if I don't bring the women's team, I'm going to get impeached. I'm like, well, there goes the celebration.
There
it goes. Like, Also, I feel bad for those guys having to go to the State of the Union because I can't tell you one thing politically that I ever would not want to go to, and that's the State of the Union. You guys ever been like, damn, State of the Union looks dope. Let me get there. Felt bad that they had to go to that. That kind of sucks. So
that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
No, you guys got roped into having to go to the State of the Union. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
and by the way,
the dates just aligned like that. Yeah, like the dates just aligned at the wrong time.
That's true.
Like, man, if the could have been like a week before, you guys could have just went to the White House, but instead you had to go to the State of the Union.
Hey, you know what though? They were partying. They could have made a really good drinking game out of that. Every time somebody stands up and claps, you take a drink. Like they could have continued getting trashed.
Sheesh.
Boy. That happened quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh, man. All right. Let's get into it. Weirdest shit we saw on the internet this week. Let's do it. Who wants to go first? Chris, you go first. What you got?
All right. I'm going to share here. You guys familiar with The Lion King?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
No.
Never heard of it? All right. Well, let's play this.
South African.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do it.
So you sing it like Nanzingonya Bagiti Baba.
You were way off.
Ingonyama.
All right.
That's how
You
you
said,
say it.
yeah. What does it mean?
It means, look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
You're joking. That is not what that means. That is not what that means.
That's exactly what it means.
That's what it means. Look, there's a lion.
Oh my God. It's a
Look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
It's a lion.
Oh my goodness gracious, boys. That one ruined my childhood, I think, a little bit. That my childhood got changed, and my children's childhood got changed. It never occurred to me to think like, what are they actually saying? I've heard people kind of sing that intro differently. Like it sounds one way in the movie, but then if you go see Lion King, the theater production, like it sounds a different way. But I always been like, all right, cool, like it's different ways to say the same words. But I never thought like, what are the words? Then the words turn out to be the stupidest thing you can imagine. So there's your fun fact. I like literally every fifth post on Instagram I saw over the past week was people's childhoods just crumbling down because of how stupid those lyrics are.
It says what's going on in the movie. I don't know. It says what's going on in the movie. Because when I've laughed at that, I've seen that clip like 20 times now, and I have laughed every single time that I've seen it. Every single time that I've seen it. But also, I'm like, I've seen people being like, "Oh, my childhood's crushed." I'm like, but honestly, like, it says what's going on in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted some deeper thing, like,
right.
Look, there's a lion. Oh my God, watch the Lion King. That's what's happening.
You think they were like throwing around a couple ideas and they're like, all right, look, let's start with the basics. Let's just say it as it is. let's start here. And how does that sound? Sing that to me. Sing that to me in that language. And they're like, beautiful. We don't need to go any. We don't need to get any deeper than that. That's it. What's amazing is this took like 30 plus years to figure out.
I know nobody
It's
came
really
forward.
amazing. This hasn't come to the light of day before now.
If you
It
if you
really
watch
is.
a longer version of that interview, they eventually stumble upon. They're like, dude, Disney's made billions of dollars off this. You might want to kind of like hide for a little while because I don't know if you should be saying this in public.
What I want to know is what Elton John's thinking.
Oh.
That's the beginning of his song. Like, did you know the whole time?
He's like, yes.
You know what that meant?
Elton
one of the
John is
greatest,
like,
one of the
absolutely.
greatest songwriters of all time. Did you know what? Now he doesn't write the lyrics, right? His music partner writes the lyrics. He writes the music. But like, when did you hear that for the first time? And did you? Hey, what are they saying here? Because I want that to move right into what I'm saying and singing about here. Because it doesn't do that at all. Just incredible.
Amazing. Dan, weirdest shit you saw? What you
Yeah,
got?
weird. Weird's the word. As Chris gets ready to pull up this video,
Is it the one from Twitter?
it is. It is. Now we're sitting here in March, right? But this is just something to keep in mind a couple of months from now. Guys, you're familiar with these like inflatable costumes that people wear. It's the laziest costume to do, right? You get inside of it, it has this fan that runs, and it's just this blow up costume, right? Very simple, very lazy. This is a great little prank of this video. What these people are doing is spraying fart spray inside these cars at the fan.
I fucking knew you brought that. You son of a bitch.
There's another one, something smelly. Watch this guy.
What the fuck? Tom, what'd you put in here? What the fuck did you put in here? Let the swamp work.
Here's the dino. That's a famous one.
Oh no! No!
What's that doing?
This is a little kid. This one's sick. This one's sad. Oh, don't do it to the Santa. Oh, that's a real one.
Oh, that's. Wow. Okay.
Like I'm legitimately gonna get sick.
I think we got it. I think we got it.
You get the idea.
Wow.
It's like I couldn't stop laughing at it. I'm like, am I 13 years old or is this just like funny for everybody? But it's genius. The fart spray in the fan.
Oh,
They all come with a little motorized fan. You will ruin
I.
someone's day and potentially week
That's a new nightmare. Now
with
that I'm gonna have.
something like that. Stay away from those costumes.
That's terrifying. Speaking of new fears unlocked, this one happened in Omaha, and yeah, two cars pulling up to intersection. Looks like a pretty boring video. I don't know what my producer Chris is doing. Two cars pull up to an intersection in Omaha. Just normal. Everything is going perfectly fine. And somebody's jogging across.
Yeah.
This looks like a nice street in Omaha. Street cam video.
Just at a
Then
red
they're
light.
stopped at the red light.
It's warming up there.
Person on
Snow's
the
melting.
skateboard goes by. And then all of a sudden,
I love the circle.
Oh,
a
Gone.
sinkhole
Gone.
takes both cars down. And I honestly have no idea what to think about this video other than the two cars that backed up. I know a lot of people helped. There's lots of cars that come in and help. There's all this stuff with this sinkhole. Everybody's fine. Everybody got out. Everyone's all right. But I have to ask you, guys, you're late for a meeting or a job interview. Sinkhole happens in front of you. This is very important. Do you get out and help these people and risk losing the job that you want, your dream job? Or do you go to work? Make the UE and go to work.
Oh
What do you do?
man.
Now you have the benefit of being able to hit record on your phone to prove that you like were late to the interview because you helped save somebody's life, and then that becomes a very redeeming quality for you potentially in the interview process. Like, hey, I'm a man of honor, so you should hire me. So that's probably what I would do. Is I would help, but then I would record myself helping to prove it. And then maybe post it on Instagram later so that people tell me what a good guy I am.
Okay. I like this. I like that. I didn't think about that option because all I thought was, I'm calling 911 on the way to the interview. Like, I'm like, yo, sinkhole, 2 cars. I don't know where they are. They're in the ground now. Yeah, I hit a UE. I got to get there. Like, I got work to do.
I think in a moment like that, I would freeze up. Right.
Okay.
Like you think you know what you're going to do in that moment. But I think I would freeze up to the point where I'm like, what should I do here? I know I should go help, but like, boy, does this timing suck. And I would be like pulling over, and then I'd be like, 1, 2, 3. There's like 6 people helping. I probably they don't need me too. Like I was gonna get out and help. Now there's a lot of people over there helping. It feels like
sometimes you get too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's like too much weight. Like we just probably shouldn't do that in that area generally. So I think by the time I would make a decision, there'd be enough people there helping. I'd be like slowly moving away. 911, same thing there. I think unfortunately that's the decision I'd make. That's the decision I'd make. But if you do end up still running late, or you do go over to help, like, I think you're pretty confident that like they're not going to call your bluff. Like, you made up the story about the sinkhole.
Because then
like, I don't think you make up
on the news. They'll probably have already seen tweets about it.
Boy, he might have made up that sinkhole thing, but the creativity and really thinking of a unique situation that like that's outside the box a little bit. Not traffic, not there was an accident. There was a sinkhole that swallowed 2 cars. Oh, what color were the cars? White and red. They both went down.
It was a man in 1 car.
Yeah. Wow. This is the reason why I love the brunch breakdown. You guys gave me really good answers. This is good. Because anybody else I asked this question to this week gave me just generic ass answers.
Okay.
And I knew you guys would come through. Like,
that's why we're
the thing with
here.
Chris's problem, what's different than me and Dan, is that like Chris is out there, like, is on video deadlifting all the time. So if someone sees Chris, gets video of Chris freezing up or hitting that U-turn,
I hadn't even thought about that. That's
business is over.
That's not good for me.
Bankrupt. It's done. Like,
I drive. Everybody knows what car I drive too. So
exactly.
It's not like I can just drive by and nobody,
Like,
that's a great point. Now I feel a lot of pressure. Thanks a lot.
I mean, it's like being a doctor on an airplane and somebody passes out. Like,
so I'm like a doctor, is what you're saying.
You can't Well, listen, when you deadlift, you got to be able to pick people out of a sinkhole.
It's true.
It's like if you're a doctor, you got to save a life. Let's go.
With this role comes great responsibility.
So,
or with you have a Jeep, so everybody's like thinking like, oh, I remember in Jurassic Park, those Jeeps had that big hook in the cable on the front of it. This guy should help out of anybody.
Yeah.
He's get the Jeep, right?
Dude,
You're all like the one in Jurassic Park.
I'm screwed in a life.
You really are.
I have to get in there.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun, boys. Let's get to brunch court. Taste test, Dan. What we got?
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna save the taste test for last for the big reveal here. But we've got 2 other just traditional. It's our first brunch court of 2026, which is
true.
Which is crazy. Here we are in the month of March. Listen, I gave people a lot of shit for being obsessed with Diet Coke earlier in the program. There's another sody pop that people are maybe not quite as obsessed with, but pretty close, I think. That's Dr. Pepper. And for you people, there's a whole line of Dr. Pepper flavored things coming out, like sausages and things like that. Some are a little bit less offensive. This is, I'll use the term on the box, juicy gels. Because they can't use Jell-O because that's a trademarked name. So this is from the good people at Snack Pack. It's Dr. Pepper flavored Jello, gelatin, juicy gels. A little bit out of the ordinary for Jello, if I'm not mistaken. Boys, I don't know if either of you are big fans of the Dr. P, but if so, does this intrigue you to have a little gelatin Dr. Pepper dessert or snack?
No. I'm sure this is fine, and I am somebody who loves Dr. Pepper, but I hate Jello. I hate Jello.
Wow.
So
is that possible?
Not a fan. It's just not good to me. I've never liked it. Like, I don't have weird things with. I don't really have any things like a lot of people care about like textures and foods. Are like, oh, the texture is like weird.
Yeah.
Jello's the one for me, and that's honestly it. I feel like I'll eat anything, but Jello is like never. Even when I was a kid, Jello just never did it for me. But I like Dr. Pepper, so I'm sure this is fine.
I'm with you in that if you're going to give me a snack in one of these containers, I'll take a pudding over a Jello any day.
Yeah, exactly.
Big pudding guy. Big
fan of the pudding.
Yeah.
I like for this one. Yeah.
I might have to leave.
For this one, I'm it's hard for me to imagine. I feel like it's not going to have like the bubbly, like the bubbles, right? And like, that's what you want from a Dr. Pepper is to have
the burn. You want
Yeah.
the McDonald's burn.
That's what I want. That's what I want. And I want to eat it until it burns. But like, I don't think this is going to have it. So I feel like it won't be as good as it looks because they're showing me a can that has bubbles all over it. And I know I'm not getting that. So it probably tastes fine. You're right though. Why are so many people I don't not like Dr. Pepper, but like why are so many people like obsessed with it? I don't get it.
It's fine.
It's just fine.
It's fine. Maybe this would be better as a pudding, to be honest.
I'm not
Sounds
saying
good.
it should be a Dr. Pepper pudding, okay?
But maybe it should. But maybe it should. Maybe that would be better. But this seems
Stop
gross.
saying pudding. Like, stop saying pudding, please. Can you
Come on,
stop
pudding.
saying pudding? It's making
There
me
are
uncomfortable.
when people shorten a word and end it with an N, it really makes me uncomfortable too.
You don't like the N
fixins.
apostrophe?
Fixins is like grow up. Grow up. I worked with people that use that phrase. We're having a professional conversation, and they're like, well, "We can get with all the fixins." And I'm like, "How old are you? Use the word."
I want Mr. Pibb to make one of these, and then we can do a blind taste test
Oh,
Okay.
here for it.
All right.
on the next
All right.
Brunch Court.
On the next brunch court. Next item up for bid. Daniel Dudley, what would you like to have with the Dr. Pepper other than some wings? Well,
Oh no,
This just made your
absolutely
day.
not. Please stop. Please stop.
Cup
Oh,
noodles,
God. No.
otherwise known as cup of noodles, has wing flavored ramen in sauce. Garlic parm wings, right? This isn't garlic parm ramen. Its flavor is garlic parm wings, spicy buffalo with ranch wings, and ya lemon pepper steppers, lemon pepper wings, ramen from Cup Noodles. Dee, this just feels like you wish you had this 20 years ago in college. Like this was where you'd be living. Between wing stops, you'd be Cup Noodles, wing flavors.
Listen, shouts the cup noodles. I understand why they did this. They already have the chicken flavor down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, this just sounds like some real bad things to your stomach. I don't need buffalo sauce in ramen. I don't know what your lemon pepper that's going to be mass produced is going to be tasting like, or garlic parm is going to be tasting like. I see why they did it. I do, but I'm against this one. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you just, you live a good life. You work real hard so that you don't have to eat food like this. You know what I mean? Like this is,
Yeah.
I've been working all my life to build a business to help me not have to choose between these three flavors of ramen noodles.
Dude,
You ever
it's
feel like
funny.
you're ever about to go on a road trip and you're like, it would be great to have some wings, but wings in the car seems like a terrible idea? Throw in a cup noodle, and you're on your way.
Wait, you
There you
think
go.
cup
Not when you're
noodles are a
driving.
good idea while driving?
Yeah, not while you're driving, while you're in the car, while you're
hit
in
a
the
bump,
car.
it's a wrap. What are you talking about?
That's true. Yeah, careful. Careful. Bowl and noodle. More like. I listen, I thought I was a little offended and grossed out by this, but Dee, you actually started to convince me a little bit.
Of course.
Which doesn't make sense because you're against it too. You're right. They already nailed the chicken flavor.
Yeah, the chicken flavor
So,
they
like,
have.
Now, the spicy buffalo with ranch, that seems like a horrible, horrible, horrible combination. That one, I'm out, dog. Garlic parm and lemon pepper. I think they'd be fine. I think they'd be good. It's just a little. That's dry seasoning. Just add it to the mix. I think it would work. It depends on how strong the wing flavor is. That's where it could be a little bit borderline. But I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay here. Somehow. I don't know how, but somehow.
Yeah, I work too hard to
I'm
make
saying.
this tear up my stomach. I say the same thing that Chris just said is the same thing I say when people are like, dude, you leave your house at like 70 degrees, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I work too hard to be hot in my own house. I refuse. Like, the AC is running, baby.
Yeah.
I work too hard.
There's a time and a place for everything. 20 years ago, we all probably would have ate this together. But
True, right. But
Yeah.
this isn't for us. This isn't for us.
no.
It's for those that are in the noodle stage of life, the ramen stage of life.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's just
Spice it up a little bit.
It's the wrong time. It's the wrong
Yeah.
time, guys.
But
You age out of certain things.
shouts to cup noodles.
Well, you thought that was gross. Guys, it's a time of year. Spring's right around the corner. That also means Easter, which means it's jelly bean season, right? And for some reason, jelly beans seem to make an appearance on Brunch Court every single year. And I'm roaming through the Easter candy section the other day. What's good this year? What's up? And I stumbled upon KFC, the Colonel's favorite jelly
Jesus
beans.
Christ.
And I'm like, oh, that's fun. What does that actually mean? We have fried chicken flavored, sweet corn flavored, and gravy flavored jelly beans. Now, this is not from the good people at Brock's who like dominate the jelly bean world. This is from a company called Frankfurt. So I'm a little nervous about how good these are actually going to be.
Dan, when you saw those, this is time of year where that candy section starts to get pretty picked over. How many of these were left? Were we talking about a good stock? Or are we
There's a decent stock. There's a decent stock.
Okay.
Boy, it's an interesting smell. I'm gonna tell you right now. It smells like I just walked into a KFC. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But
I don't know who's thinking candy and chicken at the same time.
the same people that are thinking ramen and wings, I think, at the same time. Now, what I do appreciate about this is that it's a smaller bag than a normal size of jelly beans. Like they're like, you don't need a big bag of these. Trust us. So that I appreciate. There's a little problem. Two of the flavors are a little bit too similar in color, and they don't look exactly like they do on the bag. So we're gonna try our best to figure this out. Geez. All right, I think this one is fried chicken. I think I should start with fried chicken, unless you disagree.
Start with the OG.
Man. Start with the
Start
OG.
with
This
it.
is fried chicken.
He's chewing. He's thinking. He's chewing. He's thinking. He's not having a good
He's
look on
not
his
happy
face.
about it.
Oh. Oh, no. Why am I surprised? This is disgusting. Ugh.
See, this is a market we need to get
This
into.
is bad.
We need to get into a market where you create a product that's so batshit crazy that people buy it just because they feel like they have to try it.
Yeah. Man, that's way worse than I was expecting.
This, yeah, no. This sounds bad. This sounds bad just packaged alone. As somebody who has eaten their fair share of jelly beans already, this year, and I've seen some new ones. That one doesn't look good because Dunkin' has refresher jelly beans out now too.
Oh, those seem like they'd be good.
Well, Dan just popped another one in his mouth. Are you going for more, or is this a different flavor?
Oh, all right, Dan, you can't do this anymore. You're done.
This is the sweet corn, which I thought was going to be the safest because, like, you can't remove the sugary sweetness from a jelly bean. That's going to be there no matter what. So it was like fried chicken dunked in like sugar. Sweet corn, I thought there's already a sweetness there. Maybe it's not that far off. It's like if you took a bag of frozen corn that you buy at the grocery store and you sprinkled sugar on it and just ate it. Frozen. That's what it tastes like. Gravy. We'll round it out here with the gravy.
Look at this guy. He's shitting on Diet Coke, and then he's eating KFC jelly beans.
I know.
Hang on. The gravy's not that bad.
How?
Is it not? Is it good, or is it just like after the last two, it feels like it's good?
Totally fair question.
How is
Totally
a
fair
gravy
question.
jelly bean good? That doesn't.
Because it doesn't taste like gravy. I think that's why.
This is.
That one's not bad. It's definitely the best of the three. Chris, you provide you bring a fair question to the table. Gravy's not terrible.
Okay,
I don't know how. It doesn't make sense.
the best one.
Steer
is
clear of
not
these.
terrible.
Steer clear of these. Thumbs down. What I like to do is when you get together with your family at Easter time, just buy a bag of these. Bring them, keep the boring and divisive conversations away from the Easter brunch table. Just have a little fun and have a little disgusting Colonel's jelly beans and see which one you like the best.
I thought
Not
you
just
were going to
gravy.
say get a handful of those and just mix them in with the other ones and see what happens to people.
That's bad karma on Easter, but you could do it. You could do it. I think that's my next thing. I'm not going to do that on the air. My next thing is going to try to mix them. Have
Okay.
three of them. I'm gonna have all three together. Just a KFC. Just one of the Colonel's buckets. Just right in my mouth.
Don't do
Listen, that to me is the way you know if you have a good jelly bean pack, because that's how I eat jelly beans. So I wonder if you go put. All right,
right,
we're gonna
Dan,
do
go
music.
get a
Dan,
fistful.
put three. I'll do music. Put three in your mouth right now. Go. Come
All
on.
right,
Hurry up. All right. We are going to get into music right now. It is now time for what we're listening to. All right. So this week, Bruno Mars put out his new album, The Romantic, and boy, is it romantic. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can see that Dan is not feeling romantic because he just put 3 jelly beans from the KFC pack in his mouth. And I don't know if his nose, I think, is his nose like, what's wrong with his nose? Something's going on. A lot of things are happening right now. But I'm going to put Cha Cha on the playlist because let me tell you, I love nothing more than music that I can dance and slide on the floor in my socks to. And Cha Cha is the jam. Bruno Mars, Cha Cha. Check it out. Chrissy Fit, what you got?
Oh man, Dan is not going to be cha-chaing anytime soon.
No, he is not. Maybe to
no.
the bathroom.
I got a few that I've been holding on to for a while because, like, we had a couple weeks where we didn't record and I've missed a few episodes. So you guys may have brought up some of these before. Probably a month ago now, T.I. came back, which I'm just very, very excited about. So I want to put Let 'Em Know on the playlist because it just takes you right back to where he left off. You know?
Great. It's great.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's great. I love that song.
That was rough. That was rough. I'm gonna try to get past it. And not get nauseous. Melanie Martinez. She released a new song this week, Disney Princess. It's her second single off her upcoming album coming out in a few weeks. She's one of a kind. She does it like nobody else. Love her sound and excited for that album in a couple of weeks. Melanie Martinez, welcome back. Disney Princess, but not a kid song. So careful. This would be primetime commercial.
Saint Harrison, R&B singer, got a new song out, EP coming out soon. Song called Glass Houses that I just am obsessed with right now. So check it out. Glass Houses by Saint Harrison.
Guess who's also back? Akon's back. And he should have never left, but he's back with a song called Gangsta, and I love it. And it's just been a good year for older years. It's been a good year for 2005. So
I love that.
2026
And this-
is the new 2006.
And this is why millennials are cringe, because all of a sudden we're throwing our hats off to the side, listening to a new T.I. song that just came out in January, dropping kids off at school, and they're like, Yep, that's my dad. That's why
They're
they
mad.
call us that.
They're
I
mad
get
because
it.
of they're mad because of the trend, what, like 2026, 2016. They're just mad. They're mad at that because they weren't cool then. And we're showing how cool we were. Let's see. Next one for me is from Mitski. I've kind of dug her music for a while now and have started to enjoy it more and more. She's got this like unique, like dark pop sound. She does it really, really well. Her album came out last week called Nothing's About to Happen to Me. But I'm going to put If I Leave, the single, on there for your enjoyment.
Well, I'm gonna follow Chris's lead, throw it back for my last one here, but not throwing it back, but new song by Juvenile featuring Meg the Stallion. It's called BBB, and I will let you guys listen to the song and find out what BBB means. And it is awesome, and the song's great, and it just takes you right back to the 99 and the 2000. It's beautiful. Check it out.
It's like what I'm about to do after these jelly beans. Big barf. Just big barf.
Well, let's just keep throwing it back, okay? Lizzie McGuire, aka Hillary Duff, put out an album.
Oh boy, that's gonna be 2 weeks in a row, DD, because I threw one on last week.
Did you throw the one on that I'm about to do? Growing Up.
It doesn't matter.
No, I did not. No.
The only reason I'm putting this song, I haven't listened to the album. To be clear about that. The song I'm putting on is called "Growing Up" because she like produced it with Blink 182. Like half the words are from "Damn It." So that's the reason I like the song. So get your judgment out of here, Dee, because if Blink 182 is involved, you can kick rock. You can eat more Dan's jelly beans for all I care, okay? Because I like it. Now I can't vouch for the other 32 minutes of that album, but that one song I enjoyed it. I'm going to put it on the playlist.
I'm saving my thoughts for Hillary Duff for another time on this podcast.
We don't have time left for you.
Well,
you
don't have
need
time.
runway. You need
listen,
runway.
if we're gonna have a Duff cast, we gotta have the whole episode.
Yeah,
we gotta set
let's be
aside some
real.
time.
There's a lot to break down there. Final one from me is from, speaking of throwbacks, the Gorillas, still putting out new music, believe it or not. Yeah. Their new album's called The Mountain. It's very, very unique. It's got some I'm just gonna call it like international music sound to it. Very, very different. Okay. It's nice background music, I think. I'm gonna put The Moon Cave on. It's one of the ones that stuck out to me, but I really, really liked their last album. I've never been a huge Gorillaz fan. They had a couple big hits, but like generally their catalog's fine. So I thought I'd give this one a try, but check it out. The Moon Cave, Gorillaz with a Z.
Nice. And that is what we are listening to. Make sure you check out the playlist, The Sounds of Brunch, on Spotify. Tell Siri, tell Alexa to play The Sounds of Brunch. Boys, any final thoughts on this jam-packed brunch breakdown?
We're still here. Chris is thinking.
Why is it? Can I? You
I
can
don't
talk.
Yeah. I'm going to go wash this disgusting taste out of my mouth with a Diet Coke, I think. I need a good burn to get rid of this taste in my mouth. I got to go straight to McDonald's. Guzzle that sucker down.
Got to put Burn by Usher on the playlist. We've said it enough. Got to let it burn. And that's the brunch breakdown. We're out.